Yeah, I think a big week for them actually. You know, to go through the experience they had Friday, live with a little bit of the spotlight that you get as an England player over the last couple of days, and then to respond to going behind here in a game that, you know, the crowd could have turned, but they actually didn't. They were fantastic. So we had to show resilience. We had to show good reaction, tactical reaction on the pitch, which the players did. And I think for what is, you know, the starting team is still incredibly young. I think they're good experiences to go through, providing you win, because it starts to build some belief.
What is it? Surprised?
Not really pleased. I mean, I think in the second half we controlled the game really well. Yeah, I am. I'm very proud of what the players have done. I think they showed real maturity. I mean, we didn't start the game well. We were too stretched without the ball. We didn't keep possession of the ball well, but Slovakia pressed us well, and we weren't able to cope with that. So we've got to improve there. Our sort of mid-block defending, the distances were too far between us. Again, second half we got that right, and certainly in the period once we'd gone 2-1 up, where we were patient in our defending and very difficult to play through by the one chance. And then I thought we kept the ball well at 2-1. You know, it wasn't a case of hanging on and panicking. You know, there were long periods where we kept possession to see the game out, which again was pleasing to see. Well, no. Having worked with him, he's such a mature character. The start surprised me, but I felt the switch of wings was important as well. I think it allowed him slightly different defensive role, and he adapted very well to that. But he's as I say, his maturity is excellent. You don't look at him, or you look at him and he's never in awe of the occasion. He doesn't have any fear of anything. Although, to be fair, I didn't think the team did. I thought they responded well. And he's still a work in progress, as we saw at the beginning of the game. But you know, he's still getting stronger, and his impact in taking people on and getting us up the pitch in counter-attack not only was huge for the team, but I think for the crowd as well. He had a huge impact on the game.
Gareth, there was an incident concerning Dele Alli, who gave a gesture towards the referee during the 76th minute. Have you seen the incident? Are you aware of the incident, and have you managed to speak to Dele about it?
Yeah, I've not seen, but I've been made aware of it. Dele and Kyle were mucking about, and Dele's made a gesture towards Kyle, so I don't know what's been visible on the picture and what the angle of the picture is, but the pair of them, I mean, they have a strange way of communicating, but they're that's what they've said when I've raised. As I say, I haven't seen it myself.
Matt Law?
Just to follow that, assuming that is the case, then would you discourage him from communicating with him? It's obviously caused a debate and a slight controversy in the game.
Yeah, as I say, without seeing it, and I've literally just gone and asked him quickly, so for me, what it obviously does is detract from what I thought was probably his best performance for us since I've been the manager. His work without the ball was top draw, really took intelligent positions, pressed, turned the ball over, and his work with the ball was excellent. You know, he looked a real threat, he played people in, made fantastic runs in behind the opposition defence. So, you know, hopefully we'll be talking about that once everything else is cleared up.
David?
Gareth, a lot of those players played against Iceland. This was a pretty similar scenario going behind early on. They didn't cope with it that night. Does it show the progress that they managed to get through a very similar sort of situation?
Hopefully, you know, I think we've said yesterday that this is a work in progress, and the only way for them to improve is to go through those sorts of experiences together and win. I thought what I did see were signs of leadership. I thought the captain was excellent. He really drove the team from midfield. I thought our two centre-backs really got to grips with the game very well. So all of a sudden there were, I think there was comfort in a clear method of playing, but also there were individuals that stepped up at important moments, with and without the ball, and that's what we've got to keep developing. This was a really important step, but against what I thought was a very good team. But of course, there will be even tougher tests than that to come.
Yeah. After the game, the players and you wanted to thank the crowd for their support, but most of the people were already gone. Is that kind of disappointing for you?
Well, no, I've got the tube from Wembley Park, so I know how that works. It's very difficult to get home, and so we wanted to do that anyway. We've done it in all of the matches since the start of the summer. That was something we decided as a team, whatever the result, we want to do. And maybe if people know we're going to do it, they might stay for longer. But for me, the crowd tonight played a big part in sticking with us at a time we needed them.
Gareth, you played 4-4-2 the last couple of games, 4-2-3-1 the last couple of games. You moved away from the back three. Which system do you feel your defenders are more comfortable with?
I think we can play both. One of the things we've stressed is that we call it 4-2-3-1, but actually you're never in that shape with the ball, and you're never in that shape without it, or you shouldn't be, otherwise you're in trouble. And maybe a couple of times we have been, and that's why we got in trouble. So we've got to be able to play a couple of different systems, I think. For the games we've had, this has worked, and I think the players are very clear now on some of the detail of that. We can still improve upon that for certain, with and without the ball. But at some point also I want to look at an alternative, because I think if you only have one way of playing, then that's going to create you a problem further forward.